Everybody doing? Welcome to Cryptechology. I'm Simon, and today we're going to talk about blockchain, blockchain mining, and we're going to kind of bring it back a little bit. We're going to recap a few things that I've been doing, some things that I've been learning, and I'm going to just share it with you and also keep record for myself. So, if anybody's just new to this channel, my name is Simon. I am the founder, CEO of PSB Advanced Technology. We are a IoT blockchain-based company here in Harford County, Maryland. What we're doing is building out the IoT LoRaWAN network with the support of the Helium Blockchain. And you can participate in building out the network with us by hosting one of our hotspots. We also provide blockchain education and with a focus with blockchain development and crypto mining. So if you're interested in any of that, please leave a comment below and connect with me. Also on LinkedIn, you can find me also as Simon Future. Now, on the screen you see right now, enhance your future self. Enhance your future self is this diamond, is this apparel line. It's a way for me to show how I look at blockchain technology and cryptocurrency. We have the diamond here to obviously represent, it may not be so obvious, but diamond hands. Hold on, hodl. That was the first thing I heard when I got into cryptocurrency, when I first learned about it. That was the message. The second thing inside here, it gets a little bit more detailed with the diamond logo. Alright, so the lines represents the peer-to-peer network of the IoT network, of the IoT infrastructure, the network diagram, the map, a picture of what it looks like when hotspots are communicating with each other. They're also known as witnessing lines as well. So those communication lines is that inner workings of the diamond. And enhance your future self is just a manifestation message, affirmation message to myself to become a better version of myself each and every day. Strive to be faster, stronger, smarter every single day. Laying each block at a time, or adding a block at a time with new information. Constantly learning, constantly challenging myself, and constantly putting myself in situations where I'm not the smartest person in the room and there are others around me that can enhance my current mindset, my perception, my thought process, give me more to analyze. So that is just, a little bit about that. Alright, so now why is blockchain important to you? Why is blockchain important to anybody? Why should you care about blockchain? I mean, you don't have to care about it at all. Okay? Real talk, you don't really have to care about it. You don't even have to worry about it. You don't even have to think about it. There are a lot of individuals that didn't think about, the websites, when technology first started, when we transitioned from, the very first time we transitioned to like digital music. And I know I'm bringing it back a little bit, right? When the iPod first came out, and there were other MP3 players, around, but they just didn't enhance the community like when Apple created the iPod. So, and then after that, we went to digital music. We used to walk around with, CD Walkmans. So, but the whole point of all of that is we've been through this before historically. There's always a time in life where there will be an opportunity moment. An opportunity moment that lowers the barrier of entry. And, there were a few of them that I, lived through and wasn't prepared. Real talk, I wasn't prepared for any of those opportunities. But when March 16th, 2020 came, I knew, everything in my core was just like, this is it. This is the time to try. It's the moment to go for it. Barrier was lowered. The market crashed, and a lot of people were nervous. But I just looked at it as an opportunity to get in on a couple plays that, I've been seeking, that I didn't make moves before. And I end up learning how to trade from some really amazing people, and I met a great community of traders that taught me an invaluable skill set that I'm extremely grateful for. So that's like what started even more. So I knew about blockchain and Bitcoin and Ethereum around 2016, 2017 or so. And my boy came up to me and was just like, yo, I read this thing online, and it was he's like, it's called Ethereum. He's like, and they're doing something with like blockchain. He's like, is this real? Like, I was the only person he knew, that was really into technology. So then I started, researching. I started, reading it, and I just remember going back to him being like, yeah, bro, like, everything they're saying is on point, and I said I said that the logic makes sense. I was reading the white paper. I'm like, the technology makes sense, the strategy makes sense. The only way it succeeds is through collaboration. That was the only I'm sorry. That was the only like real risk factor that you really couldn't fully control, which is good. And through collaboration, you can see amazing things can happen. So now let's fast forward today. And now everybody entering the market, the blockchain community, crypto community, and they're looking at Ethereum, and they're just seeing like, the opportunities now, whether you are going in through GPU mining, verifying the transactions on the blockchain and being rewarded for it, or you're going it on the the DApp side of it, which is a decentralized application utilizing the Solidity programming language based off of JavaScript basically. But so you got these smart contracts, which are about no more than like 200 lines of code or something, but very strategic, very to the point, very concise, which is good. So the uniformity of other individuals coming in, having either previous knowledge from Web 2 or or even no knowledge, you can really come in and take the time and learn how to enhance your skill set. And anybody that's working on enhancing their skill set through blockchain right now, I feel like you are leading the pack. You're going to be ahead of the curve. You're going to have a skill that right now, 83% of the population doesn't fully understand. Maybe I'm pushing it, but maybe it's like after 73-74%, if that, of the population is involved with crypto, and then from that 26% essentially like what, 12% of it is, developers? Maybe more, 18-ish. Maybe it's less. Maybe it's less than 10%. So, do you understand what I mean? Do you see it? Do you see the opportunity? So you say, well, I don't know anything about technology. How long is this going to take me? Well, depends. How bad do you want it? But the information is out there, and the people out there, and I've met some really intelligent individuals through hackathons, using Discord communications to interact with various communities on a global market, and you get to learn so much and just be just hands-on. It's just hands-on. It's just raw conversation and real conversations, strategic conversations of people working on a single task and all communicating their thoughts and opinions and theories and hypotheses, all of it. And it's it's beautiful. Like, that raw collaboration is just beautiful, because it really shows you like how much we can do together. And so they created a whole entire ecosystem, a whole world, a whole community, where essentially like you could break off from the current financial infrastructure and go full crypto if you wanted to. But I don't see that being, the best way, because it should never be about exclusive or leaving anybody out. I never was about doing like that or being like that. So it just starts with having that conversation, being open-minded, and just getting educated on the technology. Because technology is there to either do two things for the human race. It's either there to enhance us or replace us. And we're at a transitional time in of our life that we can navigate our future towards either path. So it depends. Do we want to create a world where we are no longer really interacting and we're just creating technology to replace our our ability to do the work or whatever, so we can either not do it, do nothing else, or be lazy, whatever. I don't know. Like, I didn't look at technology like that. At least I didn't think about it that way when I was growing up. I always thought about like, that would be cool if technology could enhance all of us, make us smarter, stronger, faster, better, in whatever way you seem fit for yourself. Not that it needs to be like a written law that these are the things you have to be. It just be like whatever each individual will want to enhance. They can do so using technology, and I think blockchain kind of gets us there. Blockchain has done some really amazing things for a lot of people, and also for myself. It allowed me to generate revenue, through verifying transactions. It allowed me to also generate a potential income from, working on in an environment where you can be creative and go for the failures, because that's how you find out how to win. and people are there to support you and financially support you as well, to do that, to learn. So the communities are there. I definitely would recommend other people to go check it out. If you are thinking about blockchain, cryptocurrency, you're new to it, or you're just starting out and you've been involved, but you really still don't know how it fits in your life and what you're doing or with your business, I recommend, setting a time, with myself. And that's what I'm planning on doing with my Patreon group. I just started it yesterday, so it's still in a work in progress. Everything is still in a work in progress, and I want to be clear about that with everybody. I don't want anyone to think that I'm here to try to make money off of anybody. That's never been my intention with creating this YouTube channel at all. But I will offer you, ways, anything that I'm using, if I can make use of, share a link on it, whatever, and you guys want to click on it, and I get a, break a piece of bed off, whatever. I don't think, I don't know how people have an issue with that, because how else do you get to rep each other? Isn't that how we do it? How do you rep each other? So, anyway, so blockchain, right? Let's kind of see. Let's get into a couple of things of how blockchain is being used by the IoT network. In my company, PSB Advanced Technology, how we're using blockchain. So, the Helium Blockchain, alright, is a global distributed network of hotspots that the public has created. Hold on. Alright, my bad, I'm back. Alright, so Helium is using a distributed network hotspots that creates a public long-range wireless coverage for LoRaWAN-enabled IoT devices. So what does that mean? So you'll get these hotspots. I don't have one near me right now, they're all downstairs, but you'll get a hotspot and you set it up, plug inside the house, or basically not you, I will set it up, alright, and it creates a LoRaWAN coverage, and with this coverage you can utilize IoT sensors like temperature sensors, humidity sensors, or say you want to put like a geolocation sensor on your children or on your pet, or not necessarily GPS location. There are multitude of LoRa compatible sensors that requires a network to connect to, so we're building out that network. And the cool thing about it is we get to incentivize others to help us build out the network, and they're compensated in HNT, which is the native cryptocurrency for the Helium blockchain. So this new blockchain that was built from the ground up to incentivize the creation of the decentralized public wireless network, we are mining HNT. So that's how our company, my company, is generating its revenue stream from mining. So as we build out and deploy hotspots throughout the location, the area, and as other individuals that purchase hotspots also work on creating the network or being involved, they are also helping you to increase your HNT, because the more hotspots around and the more interaction there is, the better the likelihood of the revenue from the HNT will be. But there are other factors that also come into play. So, but as one of our hotspot hosts, we will work on an agreement on deciding how we would do percentages, whether it's a percentage of HNT or a flat rate as well. Now, you can also utilize the credit from that and say, hey, let me use that towards sensors. So I need to actually use the network. I'm not here to try to build, revenue from mining. I actually need to put some proximity sensors in my warehouse, in my office building, or in my restaurant, or in the school. And you want some air quality sensors, or humidity sensors, temperature sensors, I can go down the list. There's so many, but you wanted to use some sensors. So then you can use that credit to actually have us deploy those sensors and help either manage or show you how to interact with your new IoT network. And the best part about it is the rate for that is a lot cheaper than what it's currently going on, because you would normally have to use your Wi-Fi network, which would be using so much more data than you're actually using for these sensors, or the Bluetooth compatible process, which is really still just not that great of a solution in my humble opinion. So that's why we decided to use the LoRaWAN, which is going off the 915 open frequency band. But I'm not here to dive too much into that because that's boring, right? So who wants to listen to all the specs? But so the proof of coverage is one of the ways of how the hotspots are going to interact with the network. So the algorithm behind it is basically to verify the hotspot's location. So this is just to stop people to, and reduce the amount of people that's trying to game the network and trick and say like, hey, a hotspot is located at a location that's really not. So how do you verify that I put a hotspot at your location? Well, that's why the other hotspots around it is important. So how does this work, right? So don't laugh, all right? But look, just rock with me. So one hotspot is like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, making a noise. That's how we do it in Jersey. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? So to get somebody's attention. So like another hotspot is like your boy down the street, like, yo, I heard you. I heard a yerp. I heard it. I know I heard it. So right, and then somebody else on the other side is like, yo, I heard it too. I heard it too. You heard it? Yeah, I heard yerp. I heard it. You heard it? Word. All right, so you got two of your boys. They both heard the yerp, right? And then you got the third one that's like, yeah, I seen it. I seen both of them. That's probably like, I seen them acting crazy out there, like, hollering and everything, So I seen him say he heard it, and he heard it too. They both heard the sound. Okay, they both heard the sound. So that's the witness to the situation. All right, so that's all of it together. So we got the hotspot that's making the sound. We got two other hotspot that hears it, and then we got we got the next one that's coming in. It's like, all right, yeah, I seen that interaction. I heard all of that. I saw all of it happen. I could put my stamp on it. I vouch for that. You know what I mean? So that's what's happening. That's what's happening. And then so that process is the algorithm for which the wireless network coverage is used to verify the locations. So it's using blockchain. So blockchain's amazing, all right? And blockchain's about collaboration. And blockchain is being used more than just cryptocurrency, right? More than just for like, making NFTs, or more than just for DeFi, okay? Blockchain is also being used for IoT and LoRaWAN. So just like in Bitcoin and Ethereum and other blockchains, so it's about one thing, or three: a trustless system, it's immutable, and it's based off of cryptography to secure it. And these three things, okay, it's what really makes this, a great technology. And then what supports it, kind of like the Green Ninja and Ninjago, all right, is the public peer-to-peer part about, which is all of us, all right? So the way we make this technology works is by collaborating. So the Green Ninja, just like the Green Ninja, brings everybody together, right? So it is exactly what blockchain is doing for the community, for the world. But the only way it works is if we actually engage. It's if we actually collaborate. and work together towards a common goal, which is a current protocol, like Ethereum, based off of smart contracts. All right, and you have Bitcoin, which is a store of value, which is the number one first ever digital property based off of scarcity that can never be changed, that can never be altered. There's only one Bitcoin. There's only one OG. There's only one GOAT. But Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin, and I'm gonna say this, and I don't know how people probably might not like it, but I think people are confused about what Satoshi Nakamoto really represents. And I don't think that's an individual. I've never thought it was an individual. How could it be an individual? Because it's based off of collaboration. How could something be based off of collaboration be created by an individual? Alright, so then maybe one person think of the idea. Okay, fair enough. But they had to bring others to make it work. It's the only way it could work. It's the only reason why blockchain is working is through collaboration. It's through working together. It's through multiple minds, multiple chains, a cross-chain world, an interoperable world. So blockchain is all of it. It's all of us. It's everything. And it can become the energy of the world, the energy of the universe depicted in a digital form. We don't know the energy in the world. We don't see it, but we feel it. That energy, that vibe when you enter a room, you meet another person, a human being. You get different energy. You can feel it. And blockchain can represent the energy of humanity if done correctly. That's only if we all decide to collaborate and work together. And the best part about it, blockchain can be utilized throughout all industries, all businesses. No matter what your skill set right now is, it can be implemented. So that's why blockchain is pretty damn cool. So blockchain on an enterprise level, okay? So, it's a decentralized distributed ledger that allows peer-to-peer transactions secured by cryptographic algorithms and consensus mechanisms. What the WTF is that about, right? You're probably like, yo, you just spoke Chinese to me. And I'm like, I don't even know Chinese. I want to learn the Mandarin, actually. I would want to learn. But anyway, I like anime, Japanese anime, so I probably would want to learn. Anyway, I'm going way off course for some reason. I don't know what happened. But anyway, so blockchain, right? Here are a couple steps that you'd want to know about it. So a user request for a transaction, all right? A user request for a transaction, okay? And then a block representing that transaction is created, okay? The block is basically a group of transactions, all right, in a blockchain. It's a group of transactions, all right? So think about all of the users sending, withdrawing, depositing, okay? Transfers, those 4 transactions, all right? You got deposit, withdraw, transfer, deposit, withdrawal, transfer, and normally it would be update, but you can't do update. All right, but I don't know why I feel like I'm missing the 4th one. The user's request for transactions. All right, all of those transactions are now inside of a block. Okay, let me see if I could get some visual going on here. So we got a block here. yes, this is the all right, I'm sorry. This is the stem too from Kanye. So if anybody was wondering, all right, this is the Yeezy 10. It's actually pretty cool. I'll turn it off so you can see. Ooh, it's nice, right? But maybe I'll make another video about this. Let me know if you want me to make a video about this in the comment section. Kanye, Yeezy thing. Yeezy can music thing. I'm still learning how to use it. It's got its album on it too, on there too. Anyway, so we have a block, okay? So inside of this block is a whole bunch of transactions, all right? Okay, inside the block. So that block, all right, is then broadcasted to all the nodes on the network, and all the nodes validate the block. Okay, they validate the block to make sure that the information inside of it is correct. Okay, so all of these different little circles here are nodes. Those, think of it as everyone's computer. Okay, and all of these different circles, nodes, okay, will say I agree with the information in that block, or I disagree with the information with that on the block. Okay, and when we receive consensus, basically a group agreement of the information inside the block, all right, and then the block is added to the chain, all right, and the transaction gets verified and executed. And that is the process of blockchain. So each block is just groups of transactions getting verified, and it's open. It's open to everybody. It's open to everybody. And that's how you can use this in any industry. Doesn't matter. So we're going to close out with this portion of it. All right. And I'm just going to let you guys know that I offer Helium consultations, and this is going to be blockchain consultations as well. Blockchain as a service I'm working on. So not working on, I'm starting. And so why would you hire a blockchain consultant or a Helium consultant? All right, so you're new to this technology and you're new to this ecosystem. All right, so you want to maximize your knowledge around blockchain, and you want to learn how you can come up with an implementation plan of how blockchain can be utilized inside of your business. All right, we also want to work on how you can increase your HNT rewards if you want to go into the mining aspect of things. And if you're interested in hosting one of our hotspots as well, we'll work with hotspot placements with RF theory, H3 grid, antenna choice, and network optimization. So we're busy. We know you're busy, and we want to increase your learning curve with a blockchain and Helium consultant. So I'm building out the IoT network with the Helium blockchain, and I'm also here to provide an educational source for you to learn about blockchain technology, blockchain development, and crypto mining. My name is Simon. Thank you for watching Cryptechology. Thank you for being with me on this journey, and I appreciate all of the support. I know this video was super detailed and long and with a lot of information, but I hope you walked away with something valuable. And if you did, I'd really appreciate if you hit that like and to subscribe and share this with others, so maybe I can reach a larger group of individuals so we all can get ahead of the curve, level up, and you know it, enhance your future self. Thank you. I'll catch y'all on the next one.